Hello and welcome to another episode of Workforce Water Cooler. We have myself and Brian. You've got Michael Scott, also, who appears to be watching your every move, Brian.
Yeah,
So
can't get
you
away
better
from this
be
guy.
on your best behavior
That's right. You still
because
looking at me?
Michael's a very no nonsense kind of guy.
Yes.
So tell everyone why Michael Scott is watching over you. What is this episode about?
Well, we're talking about micromanaging. No, actually, we're talking about our favorite work-related TV shows. So definitely got to go with The Office. Don't tell him I said that. But yeah, I've got some other ones, but I think I've watched so many episodes. At this point, The Office is like Seinfeld. It's just been, all that distribution that you see it all the time. But I probably watched it from beginning to end about 3 times.
Oh, yes. I mean, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful. And that is what we're talking about. Our favorite shows that center around work. We thought we would mix it up a little bit and throw in some pop culture and, all that kind of stuff. So, favorite episode of The Office.
Gosh, man, I remember when they would come out with episodes and put the bloopers on the NBC website, like the week after. So before it was like, easy to find online. And I think the one where it was Michael and Jan, where they dinner party, I think is the name of it, where they
Oh,
invite
yes. Yes.
Scott, Michael and Jan invite Jim and Pam over. So. Um, that one was hilarious, and he goes over to the little TV and talks about how it can be adjusted and just
Yes.
the awkwardness of it all. So yeah,
Yes,
I remember that
dinner
one.
party dinner party is by many critics it is hailed as number one.
Okay.
And there is a lot there. I mean, there like it's like, one funny thing, then another funny thing that's different, and then they all relate. I mean, I I don't know, not that I'm an actress, I guess I could have been, but um, I don't think I could have made it. Like, I would have been laughing the entire time. And you're talking
Yep.
about those bloopers, like the bloopers with the TV are as funny as the episode itself because they can't quit
Yeah.
laughing over this little TV, that he
Yep.
gets so upset about.
And the vasectomy comments and all of that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Snip, snap, snip, snap. Another good one, that I personally like a lot is where it involves a party again, and it is where Dwight and Michael, and I think Jim and other people are there, but they go to Dave Wallace's Christmas party, and Dwight, inspects the house very
Yeah.
thoroughly. And my favorite scene from that episode is where he goes into the bedroom of Dave Wallace's little kid, and he's sitting there menacingly in the rocking chair, and he's like, I was wondering when you'd wake up, or something, something like that, just very, very creepy. But yes, the office is fantastic.
Well, how about for
um
you?
well, I mean, I love The Office, huge fan. That's like The Office for me, and I thoroughly enjoyed watching it when it came out, and all that. The Office for me is like okay, I don't know what to watch while I'm cooking supper. So it's my go-to. I put it on The Office because I
Yeah.
know it's going to be good, and I'm going to remember funny stuff and all that. Um, Another show that I love about work, or that centers around work, is Mad Men. Have you ever
Mhm.
watched Mad Men?
I want to say that I started to watch a few episodes, but didn't continue with it. So no, I'm not gonna get the references, but I know some of the actors and things in it. I know what it's about, but I have not gotten into the show. Sorry, I'm disappointing you.
Well, I'll just tell you, it will take you, and some shows like you're hooked instantly. With Mad Men, you need to give it 3 or 4 episodes before you make your official decision.
Hmm.
Um, and one of my favorite, and Mad Men is sort of my, oh, another one of those. I'm cooking supper. I'm going to put it on an episode of Mad Men. Mad Men is so visually appealing. I mean, whoever did their set design, hats off to you. Their costuming, I mean, it is just incredible. So, if like watching it on a bigger screen TV with HD, I mean, it's just like, dang, this is incredible work,
Yeah.
and like watching, because it's originally set in the 60s, and then they continue on, into the 70s and all that, and it's set in an advertising agency. And it's so weird because like during their workday they've all got bars in their offices, and
Right.
everybody's smoking and drinking, and it's just like, what,
Yeah.
so it's just, I don't know, there's a lot to it beyond the story. You just notice all these things and think, what if I brought a bar into the office and and just like, oh, here you go, and I don't know if this was a common practice during that era, or it's New York and it's an
Right.
advertising agency. Yeah, and I know the show is based on a book, and like this guy actually worked in the industry during this time period, so you would think there's some truth to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well, that's great.
watch
So
it,
have you?
watch it, give it a try. That is
Okay.
my suggestion as a friend, and I know you appreciate, good good quality material. And it is. It is.
Yeah.
All
I've
right.
taken some of your other recommendations in the past, so yeah.
I'm not going to steer you wrong.
Right.
Okay, so any other shows about work that stand out to you?
You know, I'm just a sucker for the slapstick stuff. So Reno 911 has always been hilarious to me, and I've not watched every episode, and I know they've done some stuff recently. But I mean, I remember when Cops came out, and you know how enthralling it was. Like, oh, they're seeing stuff the public doesn't normally see, and look how stupid
Mhm.
people act. But then they just take that to the extreme, and they
Yes.
act stupid, and but just the mundane stuff and how they're always flubbing it up, and really dangerous things.
Yes. Yes.
Gun, somebody shoots a gun, and I mean, just yeah, but it's those characters, sometimes famous people that make the cameos. That are fun
Yes.
to see.
Yes.
Also, how ridiculous they act, but yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
sometimes I'm into stuff that's like the drama and you got to follow it, and
yeah.
one episode but sometimes it's just fun just to see something that comes out of nowhere and nothing picks up where the last one left off, and that would be Reno 911.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Reno 911, you can watch them in any order for the most part, and still you're still able to follow. There've been some storylines, but for the most part you can watch them. And I'm like you, I haven't watched a lot of the recent ones. But yes, I mean, some of the stuff on there just, I mean, will make me cry. I'm
Yeah,
laughing so hard. What
yeah.
about like, and I started thinking about, and I'm trying to look at time. Okay. I started thinking about, okay, What are there any shows about work that you don't particularly like, or like
Mhm.
you're like, "Mm, that's not my cup of tea as far as, a work show."
I mean, I don't get cable, so I guess I have to stream shows, but I've never been into those shows that were like, following the people that have like the big ships or the big trucks or whatever, like a big accident happens and they gotta, figure out on a snowside mountain how to,
Yeah,
get out of it. I mean, it's kind of interesting, but it's just like, no. Home improvement shows are hit or miss too.
yeah,
Those are about people working. And sometimes I really like to see those and see what goes into them. And other times it's just like, it's just too fake. But um, the real estate shows, my wife has watched a few episodes of these like Selling Sunset and these other ones where it's
yeah,
like glitzy,
yeah,
glamorous real estate people. I'm just like, no, that's to me, that's
yeah,
garbage.
yeah,
It's just over dramatized stuff. Their little fits and spasms, and I don't care. I don't care the drama they have in their life.
right,
They still get to have
right.
pretty cool jobs in California. So get over it.
Well, right, exactly. One show that came to mind for me that I was always like, and it centers around the workplace. And to me, it was just like, this would be an awful place. This would be an awful place. This person's an awful boss. Why do these people stay here? And this was before your time, so you may not remember it, but there was
Okay.
a show called Alice, and they worked in a
Hmm.
restaurant. They worked in Mel's Diner. And Mel was so mean and he yelled at these people all the time. And it was like one of the waitresses on the show, her name was Flo, and her catchphrase was kiss my grits.
Yeah.
That was like the big thing, and I may at some point after work, of course, I may watch an episode of Alice just to see just to see if I still feel that way, because I remember watching that growing up and it was just like, no, you didn't have a lot of choices on
Yeah.
on just basic cable. So I remember Alice had come on and I would just be like, "Hey, I'm going to go ride my bike. I'm done. I don't want to watch I don't want to watch this
That's
awful
funny.
man be mean to these women trying to do their job, you
Yeah.
know? And Linda Lavin was on the show, and like apparently she loves to sing, so there would be every excuse, like,
Uh,
weird excuses, like weird cameos of singers just so Linda Lavin could sing. And I was like, just no, no, I'm
yeah.
done. So I am not
Yeah.
a lover of Alice. I
Okay.
confess. There may be
There we
more of
go.
us out there. I don't know.
Right. Well, it would be fun to have a camera crew document, our antics or follow us around in awkward
I
situations.
agree.
But
I agree. I think as far as workplaces go, I think we got a pretty awesome one. I mean,
well, I'm just
really.
thinking of, we had a phenomenal turnout for our job fair last Tuesday, and I mean, some of that is I know we got pictures. I know you're posting some things on
Yeah.
our social media channels about it, and there may be some more to come, but we're still tracking the outcomes. We know there was really good momentum and things going on that day, but some of that would have to be seen and filmed to be believed that we had parking lot full,
Yes.
just about all day long, up until the whole time, of the event up until 4 o'clock and past that time. Interviews happening past 5 o'clock, when that building normally closes at 4:30. People running in to the building, before
Yes, I
before it
mean that
closed. I
that
mean,
could be like, honestly, that could be like a cool reality show if we did it sort of like with the cops camera, and I mean that could be that could be a pretty cool thing. But yeah, I
yeah.
think, as far as the team, we have the board team, we've got the KCC teams. I think, it is I love going to work. I love doing work. I love what I'm doing. So I feel very fortunate. I am not Linda Lavin, and that makes me happy. And I don't sing, for the record. I do
And
not
we're not
sing.
drinking at work either, for the record,
No,
like
we're not
madmen.
drinking and we're not smoking, you
And
know.
John's not standing over our shoulder like this. So
Although, I mean, it would be pretty cool to have Steve Carell, just to interact with him. And I do see Creed behind you as well. Creed was a very interesting cat.
yeah,
And he was a singer. He was a real singer in a band. I mean,
yeah,
that's pretty cool. So,
yeah,
he could have pulled a Linda Lavin and it would have been legit,
yeah.
you know? All right. Well, I think we have had a good talk. I think that we each have assignments now. You need to give Mad Men a try.
Okay.
I am going to watch another episode of Alice. I've seen these people on YouTube. I've never done this, but I've seen people on YouTube like record themselves reacting to the episode. So that
Yeah.
might be something cool to
There
do.
you go.
I mean, not for Workforce Water Cooler, but just, as a side gig,
Yeah.
just to see. It may go viral.
Well, and I'll say for the people watching, the viewers there, comment on any of our channels. What's your favorite work-based TV show?
Yes.
What show would you want to be in? If you could, we'd love to have feedback on that. And, just interesting to see what people are into, what people, would like in a work environment. I mean, that would be pretty telling.
Oh
So,
yeah, yeah. So yes, drop your comments. Drop it. Drop it like it's hot. All right. Ryan, thank you so much. You were awesome. You are a wealth of knowledge, and I always enjoy our conversations especially when we explore topics a little bit off the grid. And I think this was one, but I think so many people relate to it, you know? So
that's what
yeah.
she said.
Oh, oh, good one. Good one. Good
Okay.
one.
Well, till the next time, until Leslie lets me back on. But
All right. Well, we're going to exit with a snip, snap, and swoop, swoop. But we will catch you next time. Drop your comments. We're here to respond to what our viewers want. So let us know what you think of this little pop culture mix up. Because we want to give you the content that you desire. All right, thanks again for watching, and we will see you soon.
bye-bye.